Hello, we will present Brand Management Midterm Final Group Report. My name is Liza. I will do the concept and core identity of the brand narrative, USP, PODs, POPs analysis. Murat will do the demand and targeting of customer persona blue ocean strategy. Martin will present external market mapping with competitor analysis and competitive benchmarking. And Jose will do the internal capability of company's self-analysis, strengths and weaknesses. We, as a group, we choose to build a new brand, and that's because when we discuss what we can do, we remember that in the class one time we discussed that many people know about Turkish coffee, but there is no such thing as a Turkish coffee brand, and that's how we came up with the idea of Turkafe. We thought, why not to build one? As you can see, it's very rooted in the history and by the patterns that it's very cultural brand. Let's dive in. Our narrative is where others speed, we slow down, and that's because we target a slow pace but high value coffee experience. With shops in high-end locations like Taipei 101, New York City, main streets, and Japanese Harajuku, where not only many tourists go, but also a lot of offices. And we hope that through our coffee, people can experience the rituals of Ottoman empires, where it began in 16th century. And Ottomans ritualized the whole experience of drinking it. Coffee became a lifestyle, and we want to bring it to our customers. Each of our shops will reflect a traditional Ottoman Empire living room design, a cozy, home-like space with divans, in other words, couches, carpets, and no commonly used tables. The brand's main colors used both for packaging and in the store. Stores are golden, bronze, wine red, and blue, all in the dim light. One of our key features is traditional Turkish coffee fortune reading that is also deeply rooted to Ottoman traditions. We want to make every cup a memorable experience that, well, is hardly to find anywhere unless you go directly to the fortune teller. Second is our unique selling proposition is Set Brew and Turkish coffee workshops. We invite our customers to participate in unique Turkish coffee on scent workshops to experience the traditional way of making coffee and on scent and learn about its cultural significance. Furthermore, we are targeting Turkish coffee brewing merchant sales through these workshops. We hope that people can learn, buy everything they need to make it at home, bring us money, and continue thinking of us even from home. Our points of difference in Party are as followed. The service, we provide coffee cup fortune reading that is very different from many places, while Party is the service that we serve coffee in a physical space. Atmosphere, we are reaching for Ottoman style divans, no usual tables, relaxing and very exotic. While Party still stays that with historical aesthetics is something that becoming more and more popular in a luxury design is very common. Products that differentiate us is that traditional Turkish scent brew method coffee and workshops is our main differentiation that we are pushing, and while Party is that we use the high standard Arabic beans. For the experience differences that cultural connections through design, music, and history to Turkey. While party is destination for experiences, a place where you go to get some kind of experience, and there are a lot of places you can go for this. Thank you. And next.
Now I'm gonna talk about target customer. Our target customer is 20 to 55 years old, both genders. Their salary is gonna be mid or high. And then people who live in the city center, and also tourists who go to travel big cities. And those people is gonna be coffee enthusiasts and people who like to discover new cultures and explore, and also people who get stressed from the daily life and they want to escape, and also people who like to buy gift for other people. So when we move on to our consumer persona, we can see Angel Mackenzie, 32 years old, office worker in New York. About her demography lifestyle data, she likes to learn other cultures and have to experience. When she has a holiday or off work, she likes to visit other countries. And usually after work, she doesn't have much that time, and she often feels stressful. So after work, she likes to meet with her friends and have a drink and escape reality and like talk about nonsense. About her transaction data, she likes to buy natural stones, candles, and artistic necklace and bracelets, and she likes to cook at home and eat healthy. That's why she likes to visit organic food stores and buy ingredients. She also has a cat, one black cat. She likes to buy clothes for her cat, and she likes to take her cat out for a walk at night. About her digital behavior data, she likes to follow YouTube channels, especially travel ones, and she is into learning new cultures, so she likes to watch those kind of videos. And there is several influencers from Instagram that she is followed, and they are traveling around the world, and she likes to watch their Instagram reels and leave comment under the videos. About her digital content data, she mostly uses Instagram, and she loves to share story of her meals. And for example, when she drink tea, she take picture and put on the Instagram, or when she is drinking coffee. And her Instagram has some pictures of her and her cat, and while she visiting some new places and discover. So as a team, when we are thinking about how to beat competition and create blue ocean for our brand, actually it didn't take much that time to figure out, because we are gonna offer some values that competitor didn't offer before, and which is gonna be Ottoman Empire history plus Turkish tradition, and we're gonna do this by offering cultural experience and emotional experience with coffee. So when we are thinking what to eliminate, we want to eliminate tables and then chairs. As you can see on the right, on the top, there's a traditional classic Ottoman Empire living room style. So we call it D1s. It's like a couch style. It's really comfortable, and people sit there and chat and drink coffee, and like that. So we are gonna bring that tradition into our stores. We're gonna eliminate tables and chairs, and then we are gonna eliminate also expensive coffee machines. Turkish coffee, known as making in the sand, is a tradition, and then those sand machines are much more cheaper than the one competitors use, the big espresso machines, for example. This one is a lot cheaper. But actually Turkish coffee is also, you can cook under the fire at home, so people also can buy our coffee and cook at home. So no problem if they don't have sand oven or something, so they still can use. And what to reduce? We decided to not to be in every corner, like Starbucks, for example. They are everywhere, but we are not gonna be like that. So we are gonna focusing on locating places that, like the city center, big cities, like more than 2 million people lives, and then that city attract tourist people, because tourist people go to abroad to have experience of other culture, and then they are willing to spend money for experience and culture. So when they are while visiting those big cities, they're gonna see our store, our brand, and they're gonna feel happy to experience another country's culture too. So we are gonna win those customers too. And we are gonna reduce price sensitivity by creating new way of value for customers. Because we are not just offering cup of tea, we are offering also culture and emotions. And about what to raise, we are gonna focusing on design of the shop. We are gonna bring traditional Ottoman Empire motifs on the walls, and then also the devil eye, the blue thing you can see on the left on the bottom. There is the devil eye, and the right on the top is our traditional mosque, where people go and they pray. You can see on the wall the motifs that attract so many people, and the architecture also. People visit those mosques and take pictures, and they share on Instagram or share on the share friends. So this gonna attract people, and is gonna deliver Ottoman Empire history and Turkish tradition. The devil eye is have also long story in Turkish tradition. The devil eye is gonna protect you from the, how to say, bad eyes. For example, if you don't wear devil eye or you don't carry, if some people is jealous about you, that means you're gonna have some bad situation. But if you carry the devil eye, that means you're gonna have protection. So this is really cultural, and we're gonna bring it in our store and our packaging, and then our cups. And then we are gonna raise highly educated employees about Turkish culture, and we're gonna teach them how to do traditional way to serve. It's because we wanna be global brand. We are gonna be global. We are gonna locate in big cities. For example, we are gonna locate in Taipei or Madrid or Berlin. And then our employees doesn't have to be Turkish. It can be other country people too. But we are gonna run soap operations, and we are gonna ensure that every customer gets same experience in every location. So we are gonna raise these educated employees. And about what to create, we are gonna create something that make us really different from the other brands. So this is our big differentiation part. So one of the biggest differentiation part is gonna be coffee ritual, post-coffee ritual with traditional Turkish fortune telling. So when people are finishing their coffees, they're gonna turn their cups and then leave it like this. After 10 minutes, they're gonna turn on, and then our staff gonna come and read the patterns and gonna tell you about your fortune. This is really traditional way, because in Turkey people go to their friends or coffee shops, they drink coffees, they also want to drink coffee, but the biggest part also they wanna read fortune telling. That's why they are drinking Turkish coffee. And there's symbols and patterns. For example, if there is a snake, that means that some people is close to you might be thinking bad about you, something like that. Or if there is a bird, that means you might have some message soon from someone else or good news. So we're gonna bring that ritual in our stores, and people are gonna experience the culture deeply. And then we are gonna also create another differentiation. We are gonna create workshop and teach people how to make Turkish coffee. We are gonna offer this experience, and we are gonna charge people less than 1 cup of coffee. So people are gonna join this. And then when they join, our main purpose is gonna merchandising retail by offering traditional Turkish coffee essentials. So when people come to our workshop and try our how to make coffee, it's not gonna take much time. It's gonna take maybe 10 minutes because it's not a long process, and they're gonna learn it in the first hand. So they're gonna be emotionally connected to our brand, and then when the workshop is finished, we're gonna offer them like the Turkish pots, and then like Turkish delights, and then like even sand machines, and they are gonna willing to buy those products because they are connected with us after learning how to make coffee, or they're gonna buy for their friends as a gift. So it's gonna make us to create blue ocean.
So I would like to welcome you to my part of the presentation, in which I will cover our competitors and sort of the way we differ from them and which things do we do better than them. I will also cover our market and our key advantages. So firstly, our first and I would say the most direct competitor is Baka Coffee. So Baka Coffee offers specialty Arabica coffees, and they offer sort of a global journey and luxury status. Those are their value propositions. Unlike us, we offer more of a cultural immersion into the traditional Turkish culture with everything, the intimate atmosphere and fortune telling. Their aesthetic is based on the Moroccan aesthetic. It creates a sort of a unique atmosphere compared to us, which we create the atmosphere of Ottoman Empire, and also creating a more sensual atmosphere with removal of the tables. Baka Coffee's pricing is also on the premium side compared to, for example, Starbucks. However, it will be quite similar to our prices. We might even have a bit higher prices. And basically what they offer is coffee beans, accessories and luxury packaging, as well as the service. When it comes to, for example, the service people, they will wear some sort of clothes. And on the other hand, we offer a strong atmosphere with the Turkish snacks, delights, and special pots to make the coffee, and also the traditional packaging featuring, for example, the devil's eye. And the main target market of Baka Coffee is the locals and tourists, which are sort of seeking this luxury status, or they're trying to buy a gift, unlike our target customers, which are more of a cultural immersion enthusiasts who want to discover new cultures without leaving their own country. And maybe also when we offer our workshops, they like to learn some traditional techniques. Our second competitor, which is more of a indirect competitor because they focus on the global and general audience, is Starbucks Coffee, which offer more customizable and consistent drinks compared to us, which we don't really offer that much customization because we're mainly sort of embedded in the Turkish culture and the Turkish traditional coffee. Their design of the stores is also very different from ours. They're more of a functional, they have more of a functional and modern design, which is suitable for doing personal work or hosting work meetings. So it doesn't create such a cozy atmosphere. And they have a more accessible pricing. It's basically the affordable premium. People can feel like they are tasting something premium, but not above that much above their like income level. And for example, our cafe will be more of a experience based cafe, not like high volume, because Starbucks has a very high volume service model, so they want to serve as many customers as they want on a fast basis, and this sort of attitude deletes the emphasis for the customer satisfaction and well-being. So we'll focus mainly on the customer, that he's treated well and with respect and with high quality that he pays for. And in comparison with us, Starbucks' target market are active and busy urban and suburban men and women. So these people live in cities, they commute to work, they need to get there fast, they need to get their coffee fast. So these people, of course, from the mid-range and upper class, are their target audience. So now moving on to mapping our external market. So where are our strategic market opportunities? We believe that we should put our cafes in the tourism hotspots, because these places are the places that our target audience desires. They desire some cultural immersion. So maybe somewhere near some theaters, museums, or tourist landmarks in different cities, as well as it can also be in a department store. I think we can't go wrong with the department store ever. We should also partner with some luxury brands, possibly with some like more of a traditional and expensive brands, of course, and we can make some partnerships also selling our sand machines and the special pots for making coffee. And the last one, so create a comfortable gathering place. Like I mentioned, Starbucks doesn't really offer that much like coziness and comfort and sort of a home vibe feeling. So we want to make it more cozy with all of the carpets and no tables, and the service in which we will serve the customers. We want to make it as a memorable gathering place for the people, for example, for their reunion or for their meeting with a friend which they haven't seen for a long while. We want to make it more emotional. And so now for our key competitive advantages. So I mentioned what our competitors are, I mentioned what their strengths and weaknesses are, and now, so what can we sort of take away from this? So our main advantages are the service and the ritual, because we offer sort of a ritual where we read the fortune from the cup. And this service, I think, is more on a personal level, and the customers can find it very entertaining, and it's very marketable. They can share it with their friends, like word to mouth. They can share it, and their friends will also visit our store. And this also connects to the immersive experience which they get thanks to the note tables and the whole design and cultural immersion which we offer with the whole place. And also our advantage compared to other brands is that we have a lot of revenue streams, meaning we not only gain money from the sales of coffee which the people drink in our store, but we also sell the machines and the equipment for making this coffee. So some very noble enthusiasts can buy it and make the coffee themselves. And we also offer some workshops. So these income streams, I think they add up, and it's quite good to have more income streams just in case.
Hello, now I'm going to explain the company analysis, specifically in the strengths and weaknesses. The first strength that we have is the authenticity, because one of our members, one of the founders, is Turkish, so he gives us a really deep cultural understanding and also gives credibility to this brand. as well as we would have like better and easier supply chain connections with the Turkish companies, because we are gonna get some insumes from Turkey, not the coffee beans, but yes, some insumes, some decorations for the divans, for the living rooms, and more. The second strength is the team capability, because the power of combining restaurant and business expertise is one of our biggest advantage. At least we have restaurant operation experience, like being servers, being barman, being in the kitchen, so we have experience about how is to work in a restaurant. This can give us a really great advantage, as well as we have the business management skills and also knowledge. So with these together, we can have a better operation, and we can provide a better service, and also with a better cost efficiency. The third one is the product quality control, because the coffee sourcing cycle, we are gonna get our premium coffee beans from Mexico, because in this case I have the connections to get these premium beans with in an affordable price. So with these premium beans, we are gonna use the Turkish style to prepare the coffee, so we will have a better and a really good quality. So with this quality, we can support our premium pricing, because it won't be cheap, but it will be supported by this quality in the flavor and in the experience, in the style. The fourth one is the training speed. The Turkish coffee preparation is not too difficult, like it's easy to learn, so this will lower the training time and also the cost for the new baristas and the new team members. Our fifth strength, and I think the most important one, is the fortune telling service. This is one of our best differentiation that we have against competitors. At least me, I haven't seen any coffee shop with this kind of style, Turkish style, that at the end they will provide you with a service of fortune telling. Like this will be like really a special moment for the customers, because after they finish their coffee, they can go to this special place in the restaurant where a professional can rate your fortune according to your coffee that you just drink. This will be like very personalized, and it will encourage the people to go and drink the coffee in the store and enjoy the experience. And at the end, we will have like more customers, because the past customers, they will recommend the people to go. So it's like a cycle that at the end we think that will work. Now we go with the weaknesses. The first one is the financial and scaling. At the beginning, we would have tight capital difficulties to grow the business, because at least the first store will be open with our savings. That means that we have limited resources, so we will be very vulnerable to losses. Also, we might have difficulties to grow, and we will depend entirely in our savings. So after the first store is open, if we want to open more, we will have to ask for investment, like external investment. Second one, store costs. Yes, it's a bit difficult to decorate everything in the Ottoman Empire style, like all this divan, all the ornaments that we will have to bring from Turkey. They won't be cheap, it will be a bit expensive. So that's one of our big weaknesses. It's a bit expensive to open a store like this. Also, the rent, it will be high because we want to be positioned in a premium fancy place and touristic place, so these places are very known for not being cheap. We also depend on the food traffic, so the market can fluctuate from days to another one, from seasons like vacation seasons and more. Another weakness related with the fortune telling is that there could be a bottleneck. If we have several customers arriving at the same time to order their coffee, most probable is that they will finish at the same time to drink the coffee, and they will want to go to ask for their fortune at the same time. So we could have like lines to go with the fortune teller because we would have only one person doing that per store. So after a long wait, maybe the customers could get mad and they could have a negative experience, and maybe they cannot recommend us after that. So we will have to settle like maybe some rules. When we have like full house, we should provide maximum 5 minutes of this service of fortune telling. So it depends on how many people are in the restaurant, so we will have to figure out how to solve this weakness. The fourth one is management complexity, because we will use different platforms like Foodpanda, Uber Eats, direct calls, Line, and will make it difficult to track the orders. So there could be more mistakes in to-go orders or to manage the reservations. The last weakness we can think about is that the competitors could open stores with the same concept, maybe using a different culture, and they could have like also premium coffee with a nice place, and it's not really difficult to replicate. So we would have the challenge to keep a differentiation always against all the other competitors.